Hey everyone, it's Liz Campbell here. I was going to do my standard thing of going live from the beach, and I suddenly realised I was so fired up about this that I actually wanted to come on and talk about this right fucking now. Okay, so it's sort of following on from everything else I've been talking about so far this week, the power of one, and talking about the zone of genius, and talking about basically what it takes to be in the zone of genius. Okay, so it's about accepting all parts of yourself. It's about understanding that essentially you are a powerful creator. You always have a fucking choice as to how you're operating in this world. You are here to bring your power into the present moment. It's not possible to bring all of your power into the present moment if you are not accepting all parts of yourself, if you are not cohesive, if there are parts of you you're denying, that you're running away from. That's an issue. But it's also about understanding that you have a daily choice as to whether you are basically choosing passion, choosing joy, choosing to be in your zone of genius, choosing to take the leaps, choosing to do the fucking things that might slightly scare you, choosing to push yourself outside of your comfort zone in order to discover new territory, to have adventures, so on and so forth, to actually really, I'm going to say, suck the marrow out of life truly, or whether you're going to choose to let meh and blur and all the fucking bullshit take over, basically. Because you need to understand that you are all things, and you are capable of choosing whereabouts you are putting your energy, your intention, your focus. And I was talking the other day about being a tourist in your own life, and I see this a lot. Okay, I was talking about this on Facebook and actually uploaded a live stream from Facebook onto here, talking about what it takes to be in the zone of genius, talking about the power of one, so on and so forth. Actually, you know, this whole symptom of being a tourist in your own life, I've actually just had a very brief conversation with someone this morning where they basically turned around and on their Facebook feed and said, what was it? Sick and tired of being sick and tired. I need to win the lotto. And I literally was just like, now that to me is a symptom of someone who is not living in their zone of genius. They might be in their zone of excellence. They might have a very comfortable business. They're making money, so on and so forth. You know, everything's ticking along very nicely. But if you're not feeling enthused about your life, if you're not feeling passionate, if you're not feeling like you wake up in the morning and you feel inspired and like you're ready to grasp the day with both hands, if you're not feeling like you are getting true enjoyment, if you're not feeling that fire in your belly, you are not in the zone of genius. I'll say that right now. The zone of genius is about actually being fired up, and it's not about choosing to be fired up in a kind of fake way and geeing yourself up before you come and do a live stream or whatever. It's actually about choosing passion for your day. It's a daily fucking choice, and then allowing yourself to be in that space and allowing everything to come from there. And it's not about playing a role, it's just about understanding that this is available to you all the fucking time when you choose it. Okay, that's it. You know, if you are plodding through your life, if you are bored, if you're finding yourself going meh to your business, to your relationships, to any aspect of your life, actually, if you're looking at it and going meh, then you are essentially ignoring the fact that you have the ability to change all these things. You have the ability to create new. You have the ability to step up into a higher version of yourself that is you, and you're not doing it. Okay? And it's not about presenting a front. This is about actually deciding to be the higher version, deciding to do whatever the fuck it takes. And I was talking about this. Talking about the fact it's a commitment to mastery, it's a commitment to personal mastery, it's a commitment to your genius, it's a commitment to not running away from the things that scare you, but actually facing them. It's a commitment to blasting through your fears. It's a commitment to living a bigger life. It's a commitment to entertaining your grandest desires rather than going, oh, well, they're not for me, everyone else can do them, blah, 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 whatever. You know, you see people all the time going, you know, it's when people talk about playing small, this is actually the nuts and bolts of it. Playing small is, you know, the very simple definition of playing small is that you have desires that you are not acknowledging. You might not even be aware of them, okay? So I could give you a really good example of this. Client I worked with recently on a month-long intensive where we were basically working with each other most days of the week, not all of them, remotely, and we were PMing backwards and forwards on Facebook. Okay, so this client, who shall remain nameless for the moment, although actually she gave me a full testimonial and talked about all of this, and actually her name's Sarah, fuck it, I'm just going to say it. Okay, so Sarah had this idea that she knew she was meant for something bigger. She understood that basically that it was something to do with energy work, something to do with healing. She's already a theta healer. Okay. And she came to me because she understood that, you know, there was a directive going on that she was feeling the pull within her to work with me, to understand essentially what it is that she's here to do. And during the course of the time we spent together, not only did we unravel a whole load of bullshit that she was carrying. Basically, there was a whole load of background stuff I'm not going to go into, but essentially she had a whole load of interference going on from various different entities and so on and so forth. So in the first session, we blasted through all of that and made her completely impervious to any kind of interference whatsoever. Literally, she is completely untouchable now. Like nothing can come into her field and do anything with her unless she actually gives it full conscious permission. Okay, so that was step one. Then what we started to do, once she'd settled down from all of the initial work I did with her, we upgraded her DNA, we activated more strands, and then we went into delving into what it is that was wanting to come through her via her business, basically, the bigger mission, the bigger purpose. And she was blown away by what she was being shown as I was directing her to go inside and actually what was coming up, and she was shit scared of it. I won't lie, she was shit scared of the vision she was being given because it was so fucking big. And what we did from that point on was to unravel all of the fucking fears around this big vision, so that she actually at the end of it really literally felt totally confident in grasping this vision and going, this vision is mine and I can do this and nothing's going to stand in my fucking way. Okay, rather than going, oh, it's not for me. You know, like the stuff that was coming out of her as during the course of us working together, where she was going, this is terrifying, you know, what if I can't do this, you know, what if I'm not capable, so on and so forth. And I was just like, right, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to dismantle all of this. And I went in with my magic and we literally multi-dimensionally pulled out all the shit that was creating the fear. Okay, this is how I work. And we activated what needed activating within her. We fired up what needed firing up. And by the end of it, she was just like, shit, I feel unstoppable. I can't wait to actually fucking get out and start building this, rather than going, holy fuck, how am I supposed to deal with this? Now, she is now living fully, passionately what she's here to do, rather than spending her time going, I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh no, I'm meant for a more boring life. You know, I see so many people in the spiritual community going, oh, well, I'm just here to kind of have a nice time and have a small business and da 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 da. And it's like, I look at them and I have the knack of being able to see someone's actual full potential and bring it out of them. Okay, it's something I've had ever since I was a small child. I see who people really are underneath all the bullshit they're carrying around and telling themselves. Okay, and I can see and sense like someone's true power when they can't see it for themselves, when no one else can see it. And I'm able to bring that out of them using all of the various tools at my disposal. Okay, so that they can see it for themselves, and so that they can believe in themselves and all the rest of it. But understanding that, like, literally there are so many people I see who going through an awakening journey who literally get themselves caught up in all of their stories about why they can't do this, and that they're, you know, they just want a nice easy life, la 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 la. I would say 88 to 99% of the time this is total fucking bollocks. Your soul didn't come here to have a nice, comfortable time. Your soul came here to literally take part in what is one of the most exciting times in this planet's history, as we are all moving upwards, okay? And your soul came here to fucking make an impact. It didn't come here to scumble around going, oh, well, I might let myself have this at some point, and I might let myself work with that person at some point. And I, you know, if I dream really, really big, I could see myself buying my own fucking house. I mean, like, what the fuck? Really, truly, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, I see people doing this. They come out of, like, whatever fucking career they had before. They start having an awakening, and then suddenly it's, like, down to playing small. It's down to fucking demonizing money, making, like, the idea of actually desiring to be wealthy some kind of, like, evil thing, when actually, really, truly, money is the current fucking exchange system we have on this planet. And in order to create the kind of epic fucking changes we want to, in order to be able to live the way that we want to, in order to be able to fucking put money into the causes that we want to, right? Allow yourself to have the experience. That's the first thing that comes up, you know. The thing with all of this, when we play it safe with our choice of partners, you know, it's, you know, he's bad for you, but you know that being with him, you'd enjoy life more in general. Well, for starters, the one thing I would say, this whole idea that someone can be bad for you, ultimately says to me straight away that you are giving your power away to someone else to be able to to negatively or positively affect you. Now, it's always your fucking choice how someone affects you. If there's someone outside of you who you know would help you have more enjoyment in life, okay, when you truly live, money comes in automatically if you've cleared your money shit out of the way. But you, like, really, truly living, you know, in order to have the kind of grand experiences that you want to have, money is actually a fairly essential thing on this planet. And if you're cutting yourself off from the experience of money because you're not dealing with your money bullshit, and most people who say fuck money have got a whole bunch of money bullshit going on. I would say, you know, like, I'll say right now, what I'm feeling with you is root chakra issues coming up that seriously need dealing with, because your sense of security is way off, okay? And you're doing the fuck money thing because most people that are kind of in this space do that as a way of deflecting from the fact that there's stuff going on that they don't want to deal with, okay? This is the fucking hard truth about this kind of stuff. But yeah, understand that the people that show up in the external with your life, they're only reflecting the internal shit you haven't dealt with, okay? Everything is a mirror. There is an opportunity in absolutely everything. Enjoy life. Enjoy all of it. Allow yourself to enjoy all of it. Anyhow, like, ultimately, the bottom line is there are no fucking victims on this planet. There are no victims. There are choices. There are experiences. And there are basically opportunities for you to grow and evolve if you choose to actually engage fully with what's going on and understand that everything externally is literally a projection of the internal. Okay? So whatever's going on for you on the external is literally showing you what is, you know, what needs detangling or not on the inside. Okay, so this guy ultimately, you know, at the end of the day, the only person that can make a fucking choice about this relationship is you. I can't do it for you, no one else fucking can. But you can choose to go inside, and you can choose to actually look at what he is showing you about yourself. Okay? Because ultimately, you know, all relationships on the external reflect our own internal relationship between the masculine and feminine. You know, the wounded, I'm going to say the majority of people are working from wounded masculine and wounded feminine, and that shit needs sorting out, you know, not just sorting out, balancing, integrating, and all the rest of it. Essentially, this is about understanding that when you're scared of engaging in life, when you're scared of discovering the dark parts, where you're scared of discovering the light parts, everything else in between. I've been talking about this all fucking week so far, and I will continue on. You are holding yourself back from your own self-discovery. You're holding yourself back from being in your zone of genius. You are holding yourself back from truly fucking living. Okay. And if you have if you have a negative stance towards money, towards men, towards fucking any of the things that are actually here, I'm going to say this right now, here for us to fully enjoy being with, experiencing, then that's basically unresolved internal shit that you need to deal with, essentially. But you can also choose to deal with the unresolved internal shit whilst also simultaneously, because it's not an either or, simultaneously choosing passion, choosing joy, choosing to fucking literally face shit head on. Be a warrior. Don't be a victim. Don't be one of these people that sits on the sidelines and is scared to get involved in life because it might bite you, basically. This kind of goes with embracing the chaos as well, understanding that out of chaos comes order if you're willing to embrace it and actually understand that you are always the determining, organising factor in any chaos that is going on around you. Anyhow, that's enough from me for now. I may well be live again from the beach, where no doubt my reception will be patchier, to say the least, because it certainly was the other day, but I'm not going to let it stop me. I've said all I have to say for now on all of these subjects. I'm sure there's going to be more pouring forth. There always is. Mwah! Love to all of you. Bye for now.